Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this unboxing video on a Monday, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. But on this channel I like to make it a bit more interesting, and I turn it into a bit of a guessing game. Now this isn't the original box it came in, but this is just to give you an idea of the size of what it is. I mean, the original box is in, this is obviously a Show Z box. Right, so this particular figure is a Generation 1 figure. I've got the figure loose, so there's the clue. This is a boxed version of this particular figure. Now, this particular figure itself is a member of a team, and in all honesty, I did not realise that this team was ever released in the UK. I have no recollection of seeing these in the UK at all. I was told that they were released in the UK, and I've seen obviously evidence because some of them have got, some of the ones I've seen, they've got sealed examples, have UK price tags on them, shall we say. This particular figure came out in 1989. Yeah, and I don't remember it. That's how elusive I remember it being. As I say, it's part of a team. It was also concurrently released in Japan in a completely different colour. And again, it's still part of a team of 6 figures. That's a huge clue there straight away. This particular version is on a backing card, so that's the difference. In Japan they came in a box. In the rest of the world they came in on the back of, on a backing card. The reason why I'm saying rest of the world is because this is actually a jig example, which is an Italian version, and in the UK we could, not quite often, but jig variants were a little easier to find obviously than they were in the rest of the world. So this particular figure, I think what makes it interesting as well, it's sort of like 2 figures, shall we say, and I suppose if you count the third mode, it's got 3 modes. So I think you've already guessed that it's part of a combiner of the 6 of them. But the other little gimmick that they were, that was, yeah, the gimmick that this particular figure is as well came out in 1988. But this is a much smaller version of that particular gimmick, shall we say. So the figure itself is really sort of quite small. Luckily enough, this one isn't one that's really prone to GPS, so I think that's whittled away a few of them. I'm trying to think, I can't think exactly off the top of my head what number the Japanese version was, but as I say, so this is an Italian version. I have to thank Rohan, who I purchased this from. It's unpunched, so this didn't even make it onto the shelves. I don't believe, I must have done, it's got a price on, but you'll see what I mean by unpunched in a minute. In fact, if I can just show you the top without giving too much away. See, it never, oh, you might have just seen something there. It never made its way onto an actual peg. So 1989, part of 6 figures that made a combiner. The other gimmick was the fact that it was a pretender. And yes, so this particular one, I don't really know. Okay, so this particular one's main outer colour shell and inner colour is black, and I don't really think there's much more to say with it. Also, there's never been another version of this figure made by Hasbro or Takara, so this is a standalone figure. It's not been in the Generations line yet. It's not been made by Henkei. No Masterpiece official version yet. Yeah, there we go. I'm very lucky and very pleased to have a Bird Brain that is sealed. So as I say, there's the Jig logo, which is Italian, so that's why it's all in Italian. And Avoltio, I think it is. Destructor was Monstructor, and it's Avoltio. Maybe that must be Avery, like bird. I don't know, but I've got one of these, and I'll do a video on it with the loose ones for you later on. Thanks for watching. Take care.